John and Patti Mcllory migrated to the U.S. from Scotland in 1989. With them, they brought their 4-year-old daughter, Katie, and a love for Scottish music and culture. After attending Scottish festivals up and down the East Coast, Patti and John decided to start one of their own right here in Bay County. News 13's Alex Schleis says today was the first time the festival was without Patti and John.
They wanted to bring the Scottish heritage to Florida.
In 1994, John and Patti Mcllory held the first Scottish Highland Games at the Grace Presbyterian Church in Panama City.
It's just all about bringing that music, bringing the camaraderie and the celebration of that, which is so important for the future generations.
John would lead the charge as the master of ceremony with his exuberant personality and witty jokes.
Make everybody feel special and welcome to the Scottish Games.
However, Kate says her favorite part of the festival was her mom singing the national anthem.
My mom, she's Scotland's nightingale, as we say, and she was the vocalist and a voice like none other.
The root of the Mcllory's passion was in their love of sharing the Celtic culture with others.
The legacy that my parents wanted was for all of the future generations to understand where they came from, whether that was Scotland, Ireland, England, Wales, and bringing the community together.
Laura Kerr, whose mother was born in Scotland, says John's influence on the local Scottish culture brought her closer to her mom and her culture.
The Mcllory's for the Scottish heritage in the Panhandle area have been incredible, between their singing with the bagpipes, Katie, us dancing. They've really influenced and kept it alive, where I think if they weren't around, a lot of people would have kind of fallen apart and not been brought together. But I know that Scottish community just loves to stick together, and it's nice to have a bit of home, which they brought for us.
After Patti passed away several years ago, John spent time in Scotland, which is where he was when he unexpectedly got sick and was hospitalized.
In September that week, he was diagnosed with a brain tumor, and he had 6 weeks to live. And so I was able to spend the last few months with him in his life, and you know, he was still cracking jokes and talking about music and everything in between. So even in his last days, he was still up to his shenanigans as John Mcllory.
On November 5th, John passed away, surrounded by family and friends. While the Mcllory's will no longer be at the Scottish Festival, their legacy will live on for years to come. In Panama City Beach, Alex Schleis, News 13, Panhandle Strong.
Kate says she plans on establishing a scholarship in honor of her parents.